Hi, this is Leila Kelly, and today's presentation will be all about integrity in the workplace. Integrity does play a major role in the workplace and is a very important quality to have in a leadership role. Integrity basically refers to honesty, and when that is intact, the work environment's positive. There's mutual respect for one another, dependability. One can depend that someone will keep their word on things. And if the leader that has integrity says they're going to do something, they can be depended on that it's going to happen, leading to respect from those being served. Without integrity, the workplace is negatively affected, though. And as a result, the respect will be gone. There will be no respect between others, and people will feel like they can't depend on those that they are working with. Could lead to confusion, and then the problem with that is that on the one-off chance that a leader without integrity actually does have a change of heart and have integrity, it can be hard to see that they've legitimately changed for the better, and there could still be problems in the workplace and could lead to like other candidates like not recommending the workplace as a place to be. Some could even like leave for greener pastures if they sense like the leader does not have integrity, because no one really wants to work hard for someone that they can't respect or feel they can rely on, or that they don't feel comfortable around. There are various types of integrity that are important. I mean, one of the most common ones, especially like with college students, is about academic integrity, although it can be said that this is taught like even in high school, like to prepare students for when they go to college. Even as a high school teacher, it's stressed like how important honesty is, and doing the work, and that there's no cheating involved. Academic integrity is, where someone like does like their own work, and there's no cheating involved. Proper credit is given to those who made the original articles that they could be using, and that is vitally important because I have a lot of respect for those who do make these articles and sources that I use for my for any assignments I do for college. That I want to give them the credit for that, especially factoring in all the hours that they put in to make the article. That was not easy for them. Personal integrity is also a big one. Probably like the most important of all, because ultimately, if I want to show how important integrity is in the workplace, I need to be practicing what I preach, and it needs to be part of me myself. Personal integrity is basically one's values and morals, um, and what's valued. Humility is a big part in personal integrity too, especially in being willing to accept constructive feedback and criticism, which leads to actually one of the most challenging aspects of leading with integrity is being able to accept constructive criticism. I'd say also being like willing to learn something new, and just, remembering that we're all people who need to have a mindset of always wanting to learn something new and grow. It could be easy to fall into the trap of being arrogant in a leadership role if, power is like misused. So that can be prevented by just reminding that humility is important. The best leaders are often those that are willing to accept feedback and always learn something new and let others, take the lead when need be. Because the reality is, we're not good at everything, and we should all be willing to learn to get better at things. Um, as for confronting lapses in integrity at work, unfortunately, it's going to happen where ethical problems happen and integrity is compromised. Honestly, if there's any like lack of integrity, way to deal with that is to at least be documenting what is going on first of all. Talk to the person doing the wrong thing, to it probably best to like get into like why the person is doing what they're doing, because they may not have any malicious intent. It doesn't change the fact that there needs to be consequences for it, especially if the lack of integrity can really hurt the organization. But respect can be like retained again if at least there is the trying to find out why the lack of integrity is taking place and what to do about it, but also not forgetting that there needs to be consequences for the action and to educate the person on like why it's a problem. Now, sometimes the severity of it could result in something a bigger consequence like a write up or termination, but it could be hoped that many of them are like a little more mild that the employee in question can keep working at the place and just grow and learn better to not make the same mistake in the future. And then finally, if I want to be a leader with integrity, my approach to that is to think about what my values are and my morals, like what is most important to me, and make sure I'm like communicating that very well, like with those I serve. And then most importantly of all, that I'm following up, that my actions are showing that I do have the values that I claim to have. Otherwise, respect and trust is lost, and then it will make me an ineffective leader otherwise. So that's it. Thank you very much.